The haunted castle that checks you in but never checks you out.
Have you ever walked into a room and forgot why you went in? Well, prepare to be amazed, because there's a place where this happens on a grand scale. It's the mysterious Hauska Castle in the Czech Republic, known as one of the most haunted places in the world. Legend says it was built over a bottomless pit that's a gateway to hell. But the spooky part isn't the ghosts or the ominous hole, it's the castle's chapel. It was constructed with no fortifications, no kitchen, not near trade routes, and with fake windows. The purpose? To keep something from getting out, rather than protecting from invaders. So the next time you forget why you entered a room, think about Hauska Castle. Maybe it's for the best that you forgot.
The forest dining experience. Would you eat spaghetti with squirrels?
Did you know that there's a forest in Japan where you can have a meal with wild animals as your dinner guests? It's true. In the Okutama area near Tokyo, a unique cafe exists, surrounded by thick forest and wildlife. It's famous not just for its coffee or cake, but for its unusual patrons, friendly squirrels, birds, and sometimes even deer that come to dine with you. Visitors can sit at wooden tables while curious critters approach, hoping for a little snack. This incredible interaction with nature offers an extraordinary experience where the line between wild and tame blurs. Sitting among the trees, with animals rustling the leaves, you're served a delightful outdoor meal. As you share this moment with your furry friends, it's a reminder of the harmony we can find with nature. It's a place where, for a moment, you're just another creature in the forest, enjoying a lovely meal in good company.
Can a volcano create art? Discover nature's own masterpiece.
What if I told you that a volcano can be an artist? Yes, you heard that right. Deep in central Java, Indonesia, there's a volcano named Kawah Ijen that does something no other volcano on Earth can do. By day, it's just like any other volcano, but by night, it turns into a stunning display of electric blue flames that light up the night sky. This isn't your ordinary lava. The secret behind this glowing spectacle? Pure science. Sulfuric gases emerge from cracks in the volcano at high pressures and temperatures. When they come in contact with the air, they ignite, producing the surreal blue fire. Miners have been harvesting this sulfur, bravely navigating the eerie blue light to gather chunks of the yellow element. It's hard work, but the visual reward is a natural phenomenon that looks like it comes straight out of a fantasy world. Artists spend years trying to perfect their use of colors, but here's Kawah Ijen, painting the night with the most extraordinary palette on Earth. So next time you think of volcanoes as nothing but fiery mountains of red lava, remember the artistic side of Kawah Ijen, nature's very own masterpiece creator.
The secret glowing turtles of the sea. Nature's living lamps.
What if I said there are turtles in the ocean that glow like underwater stars? No, this isn't a scene from a fantasy movie. Meet the hawksbill sea turtles, a critically endangered species with a hidden superpower. These marvelous creatures have shells that can reflect and refract light, causing them to shine with iridescent colors under the right conditions. But the real magic happens when they swim in waters full of blooming bioluminescent plankton. At night, these tiny organisms light up when disturbed, and as the turtle glides through the water, it looks as if it is painted with starlight, creating an enchanting spectacle. They are one of the few animals that can turn the ocean into a nighttime light show, reminding us that our planet is full of wonders, just waiting to be discovered. This captivating phenomenon is not only a sight to behold, but also plays a crucial role in the turtles' survival by camouflaging them from predators in the most beautiful way possible.
Did you know ants are farmers just like us?
Imagine tiny creatures, tinier than a grain of rice, farming their own food. Sounds like something out of a fantasy book, right? But it is utterly true. In the tropical rainforests of Central and South America, there are ants that practice agriculture. Leafcutter ants, a name they rightfully earned, cut leaves not to eat them, but to use them as a farm to grow fungi. These ants have been perfecting their farming skills for millions of years, way before humans even thought of agriculture. They use their powerful jaws to cut pieces of leaves which they carry back to their nests, often forming long, impressive lines through the forest. The leaves are then chewed up and used as the perfect bed to cultivate fungus, which is the main part of their diet. Interestingly, they also produce antibiotics to ward off any harmful pests or molds that might threaten their precious crops. Truly, these little insects are the incredible mini-farmers of the natural world, mastering the art of growing their own food in an extraordinary display of teamwork and sophistication.
How can you cook an egg without heat? Discover the incredible science.
All right, kitchen scientists and curious minds, get ready to have your expectations flipped upside down. What if I told you that you could cook an egg without even turning on your stove? Yes, no heat required. This isn't a magic trick, it's all about science. It turns out that eggs can be cooked using alcohol. When you soak a raw egg in alcohol, such as vinegar or spirits, the alcohol acts like a cooking agent. It changes the egg's proteins in much the same way that heat does, causing it to coagulate and turn solid. So, imagine the possibilities. You're out camping without a fire, or you're just being an uber-cool food chemist. You whip out a bottle, dunk your egg, and bam! You've got yourself a cooked egg without the sizzle of a pan. This is not just a cool party trick. It's also a glimpse into the fascinating world of food chemistry, where the usual rules of cooking are turned on their head. Now that's a fact you can scramble with.
Can fish really drown? The surprising truth beneath the waves.
What's going on, ocean lovers and curious minds? Today, let's dive into a wild aquatic fact that sounds like it shouldn't make any sense, but it's as true as the deep blue sea itself. All right, so when you think of fish, you think of masters of the underwater world, right? But what if I told you that fish, the very creatures that rule the waves, can actually drown? Yes, you heard it right. Fish can drown. It seems bizarre since fish are the last thing you'd expect to struggle for oxygen underwater. So here's the splash. Fish need oxygen, just like we do, but they get it from the water through their gills. Now, if the water they're swimming in doesn't have enough oxygen, or if their gills are damaged, fish can't take in the oxygen they need. When that happens, fish can suffocate, and believe it or not, drown. This fact ripples through our understanding of how vital, clean, and well-oxygenated water is for aquatic life. So next time you're gazing at a fish tank or snorkeling through coral reefs, remember that every breath is as crucial to those fish as it is to us air-breathing folks.
Ever seen an ant on a detox? The miniature world of insect cleaners.
Get ready, nature detectives and tiny tail fans, for an ant-astic fact that'll have you peering closer at the next anthill you see. It's no news that ants are super organized, but did you know they have their own special cleanup crews? Yep, you heard that right. Some ants are like the janitors of their bustling insect cities, and they take their job very seriously. These tiny waste warriors have a special section in their underground homes called midden, which is essentially a dedicated trash area. But why is that so fascinating? Well, this impeccable insect hygiene helps prevent diseases from spreading in the colony. They carry all the rubbish, dead insects, and leftovers to the midden, keeping their living quarters spick and span. It's not just about tidiness. It's these ants' way of ensuring the health of hundreds, sometimes millions, of their colony mates. So next time you're about to squish an ant, remember, they might just be on their way to take out the trash and protect their community. Mother Nature sure thought of everything, didn't she?
A giraffe's blue tongue, nature's sunscreen at work.
Hey friends and wild wonders enthusiasts, ready to stretch your thoughts as high as a giraffe's neck? Let's take a tall wander into the fascinating world of our long-necked friends, the giraffes. But it's not their height that's the towering surprise today, it's a little detail that's pretty easy to miss: their tongues. Now, if you've ever been lucky enough to see a giraffe in action, you might have noticed they've got a peculiarly dark tongue. Believe it or not, a giraffe's tongue is bluish-black in color. Now, why on earth, or rather, why in the savannah would that be? The answer is quite cool, literally. These towering creatures need to munch on leaves for most of the day under the scorching sun. Their tongue can be out and exposed for a long time while they eat. The dark color is actually a form of natural sunscreen. That's right, this unique pigmentation protects their tongues from getting a nasty sunburn while they feast away. So next time, when the midday sun is overhead, remember the giraffes and their sun-safe tongues, and maybe grab a little sunscreen for yourself.
Did you know your heart's big adventure?
Imagine you're about to start a really long trek, something exciting and full of adventures. That's kind of like what your heart does every day. This small muscle, not much bigger than your fist, goes on a huge journey every day, pumping blood all around your body. It works super hard without any breaks, doing this big loop to keep you alive and kicking. Here's the crazy part. If you laid out all the blood vessels your heart sends blood through, they would stretch over 60,000 miles. That's long enough to wrap around the world more than twice. Isn't that just mind-blowing? Every beat is like a step on this epic trip it takes 24/7. And guess what? It does all this for you without you even asking. So, whenever you need a bit of motivation, remember your heart's amazing adventure. It never stops believing in you, so you shouldn't stop believing in yourself either. Follow me for more fun facts.